Hey YouTube, this is Raj, and today I'm going to be talking about the honey bottle in Minecraft, basically how to harvest it and what it can do. So why don't we get started? So let's talk about honey bottles and how to harvest honey. So the first way that you have to understand is through bees nests. So bees nests generate in plains, sunflower plains, and flower forest biomes. They generate on oak and birch trees 5% of the time at world generation, and they look like this. So both of these are empty, they don't look like they're full of honey, but you should also understand how they function with the bee. So the bees basically stay in there. There's 3 of them usually per a bee's nest. They stay in there when it rains and it's night. They come out one by one during the day and they collect pollen from flowers. So when they come back into the bee's nest, they basically are in there for 2 minutes and they increase the honey level by 1. So you want a honey level of 5, which is the maximum, and then you can collect honey from the bee's nest. So when it is full of honey, the texture of the bee's nest will change and you'll actually see particles dripping down. So if you hit F3, you can see that this one is only at honey level 0, so you can't really harvest anything from it. The other things to keep in mind with this are you want to be aware of actually not angering or provoking the bees. They are a neutral mob, but if you destroy a bee's nest, it will actually cause them to come out, their eyes will turn red, they'll try to sting you and poison you, and then they'll die. So when you harvest any honey from the bee's nest, they'll also come out and swarm you and try to kill you. So what you want to do is put a campfire underneath of the bee's nest, and then this will cause them not to come out and try to sting you, and then you could harvest the honey from it. So we're going to craft up some recipes just to show you. So a campfire is 3 wood, 3 sticks, and a piece of coal will get you a campfire, and then the other one I need is glass bottles. So 3 glass bottles will be useful in collecting the honey. So basically you want to do something like this. You want to put the campfire underneath of the bee's nest. This will prevent them from coming out and attacking you. Let's check what. So this one's only at level 2, honey level. So I'm gonna have to harvest this one. It doesn't have a campfire under it, so if there are any bees in here, they'll come out and attack me, and we can at least see that. So what I'm going to do is basically harvest it from this beehive. And so you understand, basically beehives function the same way as bees nest, but beehives you can actually create using honeycombs and planks. So they're basically a renewable way of creating bees nests instead of having to search out and find new bees nests for your honey farm or your honeycomb farm. You can just collect honeycombs and then create beehives. So you just want to right click that, and you can see that the bee came out. He's angry, his eyes are red, and if we weren't in creative, it would attack me. So basically you can collect either honey from bees nest or beehives. So the last thing about honey bottles is that you can craft them into 2 different recipes. The first one is 4 honey bottles will get you a honey block. And honey blocks are very useful in Minecraft. They're a new item added in 1.15. They're similar to slime blocks, but there are some huge differences. I'm going to be doing a video about this. And the other recipe is 1 honey bottle you can craft into 3 pieces of sugar. The last thing I should mention about honey bottles is that obviously you can consume them. This basically restores 6 health or 3 drumsticks. It also gets rid of the poison effect. So it's pretty much an antidote to being poisoned. So that was honey bottles in Minecraft and basically how to harvest honey. So if you're interested, I've also done videos on bees. I'm going to be going through all of the different things that have been added in the 1.15 update in the next week, so check out those videos. If you like this video, please give me a like. If you want me to keep producing content, please give me a subscribe. You can always leave a comment, I appreciate that. And stay classy, YouTube. This is Raj.